Hey guys, so I thought I'd do another vid just to discuss what we're doing for winter, because as the title says of the video, winter, what's it good for? In my opinion, absolutely nothing. It's probably the worst time of year for a lawn attic, and I think that you need to make sure that you don't give up and you don't get bored. So you got to keep it fresh and make sure that you change up your routine a little bit just to make sure that you can have some nice green grass through winter. So there's a couple of basics that I'll run through today, that what I'll be doing to maintain my lawn through winter to make sure it stays relatively healthy and appearing as nice as possible through winter. So the first thing that you do is obviously you turn off your sprinklers. You don't need to water in winter because of the rain. However, it doesn't mean that you don't need to not have water on your soil. You need to make sure that there's still some form of water getting to your soil. Yes, the lawn has gone dormant. For a warm season grass anyways, the lawn has gone dormant, but you need to make sure that it's still getting some sort of moisture, because it's a living plant still. You can't not have water go on it. So I suggest, if you've got a bore, just cycle it once a week for 5 to 10 minutes just to make sure you get something on it. If you've got retic, just jump out there with the hose. If it's not been raining, just jump out there with the hose and just give it a quick squirt to make sure that it's got something on there. Just remind it what it tastes like. The next thing that I would be looking at doing is probably your mowing frequency and your heights. See, for me with my cooch, when it's dormant, my mowing frequency reduces down to fortnightly, and that basically keeps it looking sharp enough, but also gives me a bit of a break in between to make sure that I can apply some foliar products, which is what I'll cover next. And your mowing height. So you want to basically increase your mowing height just to make sure that you've got more leaf on the plant to get whatever sun is available to it. So if you keep cutting short, there's less plant to look at the sun and to absorb the sunlight and get that warmth. So you want to increase your height just a tad. For me, I was 10 mil through summer. That was spring and summer. I've upped it to 15. It wasn't sharp enough for me, so I've just backed it off to 12 mil again, and I'll just see how that goes to start with. It's only the first day of winter today, but I'll see how we go. I might end up going to 15 if I feel like it's not getting much. So increase your height of your cut just a fraction, and then also decrease your mowing frequency. Number 3 is to increase your foliar applications. So in winter, you want to make sure that you can apply any sort of iron and nitrogen products through the leaf. So apply a foliar fertilizer rather than a granule fertilizer, because the granule fertilizer won't be absorbed through the soil, through the plant's roots, and it won't break down enough because of the temperature of the soil. So any products that you apply through winter, you want to make them foliar based. So get a knapsack, get a nice flat fan nozzle, and make sure you have a nice even coverage on your lawn. With iron, I'm going to have to apply iron every 21 to 30 days, as well as some nitrogen. So the iron will be good to keep the colour in your lawn. It'll improve the photosynthesis and the chloroform formation. The chlorophyll formation, the weed maintenance. So a lot of weeds will pop up, and it's a little bit too late now to apply a pre-emergent, because any seeds that are in there are going to already have germinated. But it's a good time now to get onto a post-emergent. I use bow and arrow, and I'll be applying bow and arrow quite soon just to knock off some weeds that have already popped up. I've got a little bit of broadleaf weeds and a few little spots of the cape weed and a couple of little bits of clover at the back, and then I'll also be using a winter grass killer as well, because I've had winter grass pop up as well. But for anyone else I suggest bow and arrow. Bow and arrow is also safe on cooch and also buffaloes, so get on board that one. It's quite a good one. But apart from that, is just don't give up. The lawn is going to go dormant. It's going to get a little bit stale. Just make sure you keep up with your foliar applications. Make sure you remind it what water tastes like, and ensure that you increase your mowing height, decrease your frequency in your mow, and keep on top of your weeds. If you do that through winter, you'll have a really good setup for spring when you become a little bit more aggressive with your mows, and also give it a good scarify and start from a flat base again. So that's winter, and I hope that's a little bit more informative on what you need to be doing. If you've got any questions, chuck them below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video if you feel like you've learned something. And if you like the content, that'll help me make sure that it's being listened to. But that's all for me, and you just got to make sure you keep it green. Thanks, guys.